Hi, it's your boy Ryan Faust coming at you with another live video, and I'm playing a franchise with the Philadelphia Eagles. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media at GamerRyan3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you. Peace.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we'll see Kirk Cousins. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Vikings and the Eagles under the lights on Monday night.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota... Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. First play and a first pass for Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the 2nd of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season. Rumor is may have a few more for 2023. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Za'Darius Smith buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Having someone like T.J. Hockenson as your starting tight end makes you feel good as an organization because he finds ways to get open and gives his quarterback a reliable safety net over the middle or even to the edges. Case in point there, that play for a first down.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. They go play action. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They'll throw again. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there, and now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, his throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Scott to return it. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Final play of the half, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. that's off the mark, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play fake. Cousins. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They run the counter with Cook. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. He'll get only 2 there. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown on a year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the... sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up, and it's just trying to...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Easy.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're usually going to pick up a holding call.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. They do get 18, but even that will be quite enough. It's fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have begun.
Win to win.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Choose from 4 preset offers that range in the last year of their contract. Choose from 4 preset offers that range in the
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Heineke. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing. Heineke. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he goes out right around the 39. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
First down catch there by Jahan Dotson. You get the sense watching him that his ascent is only just beginning. More catches, yards, and touchdowns every year at Penn State, and played his way into the first round. A tremendous athlete, he also runs routes with great intelligence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gibson again. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 35. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Heineke now. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Third and long for Heineke. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This one from 46 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you?
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hurts throw taken in by Pascal. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Turns out to be a great idea to top that one. Good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. The Eagles hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple of plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Pascal. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. First down, Heineke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw again on second down, Heineke. Now he's going to drop this, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get to touchdown,
Zach Pascal with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Touchdown!
They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Eagles, woo! Go Eagles!
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Heineke. That one caught by Gibson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime here. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched his move for move and knocked it away.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Heineke's throw complete to Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They run with Sanders off the option. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Gainwell is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Sanders trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Commanders defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Sanders again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They'll run for it. Sermon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Sermon, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Heineke on 1st down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Heineke again. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Now Heineke. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 25 on 2nd down, Heineke. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On 1st and 10, Heineke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Heineke. Got his man, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, when you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
What's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media, GamerRyan3587 on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you. Peace. 3-0. See that? 3-0. So what's your favorite football team? Comment in the comment section down below. Comment in the chat down below what your favorite football team is.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and this one features Trevor Lawrence.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Completing it here, Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones,
Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts. On first down, Hurts forced out to his left. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time. Either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. After 7-0 on the Ace. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
First down pickup there by new Eagle Zach Pascal, who started for 3 years in Indianapolis and broke 600 yards in 2 of them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Lawrence from his end zone finds his tight end Ingram. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. ETN up the middle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down.
Safety.
They overload that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
On the return is Scott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Etienne once more. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Lawrence going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take a...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. Room here to run. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll set up a throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they get him down right near the midfield line. Again, a 3 on this play. This time they'll turn out and pick up 6. From midfield now, Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Kicking out of bounds. Ready. Opposite.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. This is caught. It's Kirk. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 21-14. 90 seconds remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes...
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep. His first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this.
that's gonna end today's broadcast. I might be on tonight, I might not be. If I am, I'll let you all know. Maybe a little bit ahead of time, okay? Hope you all enjoyed the broadcast today. Maybe I'll be on later. Talk to you all later. Peace. Don't forget to follow my social media at GamerRyan3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you. Peace. Alright.